Hello, hello. I am so excited for today's class. We're going to do a kid-friendly, super fun wind down yoga. Lots of silly breaths in here, some stretches as well, and some good movement. So I hope you enjoy class, help you relax after a long day, bring a sense of playfulness and fun, and let's get started. So we're going to actually begin standing today. Just kind of get some energy into our body. So this is a classic non-yoga move called shaking it out. Looks super silly. This is actually backed by neuroscience. Really helps us release stress from our body. You can picture like a dog just shaking it out, wagging its tail, getting a little weird. So go ahead and get a little funky today. We're just gonna loosen up our muscles. You can kick one leg out and kick the other one. And then we're going to do a move from Qigong, which is, I forget the actual name for it, but the translation is all about shaking it out like a horse. So you'll step your feet nice and wide, more than hips width distance. Start to spin, flopping your arms side to side. Get some good momentum here. And then you'll whip your arms around like you're shaking off any droplets of water. So it'll be one big motion and it'll just kind of whip your arms around. Yeah, awesome. Love it. Love the interpretive dancing. So we're going to do that a couple of times. With your breath, just take a deep belly breath in. And as you whip your arms around, let it out. Super silly, but really great for relaxing the spine. Letting out some stress. We're going to do that one more time. So a couple rounds here. Take a big breath into your belly. And then when you're ready, whip it back and forth. Awesome. All right, bring your feet together. Inhale, float your arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in, lift your heart forward. We're just going to swan dive and out. Bending at our hips, slight bend in your knees. Forward fold. If it feels good, you can keep your feet wide. Now, if you're maybe not comfortable going into a full forward fold today, you can place your hands right on your thighs. So you have a little bit more support here. So Erin, this one might be for you. You're just staying in kind of a half bend. If you're going for the forward fold, you can just shake your hips side to side, flop your hands and your wrists, nod your head yes, shake it no. We're going to keep it with our horsey theme today and flutter our lips. So blow a raspberry, just letting out any stress or tension in your face. Let's do one more of those. And if you're new to my classes, you might be like, what? This is yoga? I know. All about stress relief today. So take another deep breath in. Last one of those horsey lips. Really nice. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift here. Exhale, fold it out one more time. Inhale, plant your hands into your mat. You can come down to your knees, or you can just walk your feet back to plank pose. Up to you, whatever feels good. Take a big breath here. So you might be on your hands and knees, or you can be in plank pose. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, push your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog, or like a little teepee. If you have kids hanging out with you, they can crawl under your downward facing dog. Maybe give them a little high five with your right hand and your left. Also really great for core work too, as an added bonus. Now take a deep breath into your belly, bend your knees and slightly shift your weight as you walk your hands back towards your feet. Again, finding that forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. This time we'll do lion's breath. So lions like to roar. We're going to stick out our tongue on the exhale. 2 more of those. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, stick out your tongue on the exhale. Flop your hands down. Last one, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stick out your tongue. Really nice. This time, sit your weight back into your heels, bend your knees even more deeply, start to ragdoll or slowly roll all the way up into a standing position. Shrug your shoulder blades down your back, take a big breath in, float your hands to the sky. Big good morning stretch here. Maybe lift your heart up even higher, maybe back bend if that feels good. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Really nice. Let's open up our chest. So you might be feeling a little tight today. So inhale, shoot your right hand up to the sky. Exhale, windmill your hand back open. So we're just doing a couple slow arm circles here. Inhale, reach your right arm back up. One more this side. Exhale, palm faces away from you. As you reach back, take a little pulse here. Keep your shoulder blade down your back. So instead of scrunched up to your ear, down your back here and pulse. Inhale, bring it back to center, left side. Inhale, shoot your left arm up to the sky. Exhale, like a little freestyle or backstroke, reach. Inhale, back to center. One more time this side. Exhale, up to the sky. Inhale, reach behind you. Fingertips point back towards your body, palm away. Again, a little pulse here. Shrug your shoulder blade down and reach. Inhale, back to center. Nice work. Exhale, hips go back as you forward fold. Inhale, walk it out like an inchworm, keeping your legs nice and straight if that's available to you. Bring them always straight down to your knees if you want. Finding your plank pose, we're going to go into a leg stretch. So take a big breath here. Optional over to your knees, then step your foot all the way through using your hand to help support you. You can also go straight from plank pose if that's available to you. Finding a kneeling lunge here, release your back foot. Take a big breath in, lift your heart forward. Now, if this is as far as you can go today, that's okay. You can stay here. Squeeze your glutes, especially your left glute, to support you, and you'll feel a stretch all along the front of your left leg. Big breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Now, similar to how we warmed up our arms, you're going to inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. So it's a little twist here with your bent knees. Try and keep your right knee stacked right on top of your ankle, protecting your joints. If you want a little more, maybe reach your hand behind to your tailbone. Big breath in. Let's do a lion's breath. Inhale, release your hand back to your mat. Now this time, exhale, reach your right hand underneath your right ankle. So we're turning into a little pretzel shape here. As you sit into your hips, start to lean out towards the right side. So this is a supported lizard variation that I made up because we're all about having fun on our mat today. So what your forearm is doing is supporting your leg as you slightly flare your right leg out. If this doesn't feel good, you can go to a regular lizard variation where you heel toe your foot and then open up your hip. Listen to your body, that's the key. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lion's breath. Nice. Come back to center with your foot, heel toe back to the middle. Inch your foot out towards the front of your mat. Tip your hips back for a half hamstring stretch or half splits. You can take a big breath here. This is kind of a more intense version with your hands by your ankle. You can walk your hands closer to your hip for a little bit more support and have a nice knee bend here. If this is too intense, just bring your foot a little bit further underneath you, and you'll just get a slight stretch in your hamstring. Take one more breath in whatever variation you found. Exhale, find your way back to hands and knees or plank pose for a little bit of added strength. Let's do the other side. Again, you can go straight from hands and knees and step your foot forward with assistance, or from plank pose, just step all the way up, finding your low lunge. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, melt your left knee down or your right knee down. It's not there already. Finding your kneeling lunge, stretch. If you want a little bit more, just heel toe your foot towards the top of your mat. Again, squeeze your right glute to support, stretch through your right thigh. Let's go into our twist with our arms. So right hand down, inhale, left arm up to the sky. Take a big breath here. Exhale out your mouth. If you want a little bit more, you can reach your hand behind you. You can also just stay in this twist. One more big breath here. Exhale out your mouth. Let's go into our lizard pose variation. So you can bring both hands inside your left leg and heel toe to the outside of your mat. Or you can try that funky supported version where you slide your left hand underneath into the crease of your knee here. Rotate so you can see. for a little bit of extra support as you open up. So you're just leaning your leg into your arm for a supported stretch. Or you can do the traditional variation with both hands inside your leg. Take a deep breath here. And exhale slowly. Heel to your foot back to center for our half splits. Inhale, option to heel toe your foot closer to the top of your mat so you get a deeper stretch, or you can keep it right underneath your knee as you tip your hips back. Try and keep your hip right on top of your knee rather than sitting back on your knee because that stresses out your joints. Take a big breath here. Let's lion's breath it out. One more of these, inhale into your belly. This time, horsey lips, let it go. Nice work. Inhale, come back to your hands and knees. Let's get into our spines. A little cat-cow here, dip your belly down, shrug your shoulder blades away, lift your heart. Exhale, round your back like a dome or an angry cat, upper back towards the sky. You can activate your core a little bit here to support you. Inhale, release your belly fully to relax. Cow pose. Exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach your arm up to the sky for thread the needle. You can cross your right arm underneath your left arm. Now, Erin, you might want to skip this one and just go into a forearm puppy pose here rather than this closed twist. It might be a little bit intense. For the rest of you that are maybe following along with thread the needle, you'll lower your right ear to your mat, right arm underneath your elbow, taking a deep breath here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale into your belly. Exhale to release. Take another deep breath in, press into your left hand, come back to center. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cross underneath. Now, if you're in the modification for pregnancy or any sort of injury, just take a deep breath here and then sit your hips back, finding child's pose, releasing your low back. If you're in your twist, take one more deep breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale, press in your right hand, come back to center. Exhale, we'll be in child's pose. So everybody's in child's pose now. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forehead comes close to the mat or all the way down to the ground. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, slowly walk your hands back to a seat. So now you're perched up on your shin bones here. Press your hands underneath you, tuck your toes. You're going to shoot up into a forward fold. So hips go up to the sky. Take a big breath in here, hands to your shins, flat back. Exhale, horsey lips. Let it go. One more of those, inhale, halfway lift. This time, let's keep doing horsey lips. Stick out your lips, let them go. Inhale, halfway lift this time, sit your hips back. Rise up for a chair pose. A little bit of tension here, just so we can release it. Exhale, straighten your legs, lift up your heart, take a full body stretch. And exhale, release your hands back to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. We're going to take a big lunge forward into a high lunge, crescent lunge. Stepping your right foot forward, knees slightly bent, back knee slightly bent, right knee stacked right on top of your ankle. Hands clapped up to the sky, take a big breath in. Little tricep stretch here, bend your hands back towards your neck, lifting your heart a little bit higher. Exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Come back to your knees. Let's wag it out, shaking your tail. Maybe gazing over one shoulder, then the other. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, come back to child's pose. This time we'll go into rabbit before you go to the other side. So sweep your arms back behind you. Press your backs of your hands and arms into your mat. Tuck your chin into your chest. Press onto the top of your head as you lift up, finding yourself in a little ball. This is great for releasing tension in our upper back. So take a deep breath here. Exhale, let it go. Return to child's pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up into a seat again. We'll move into our forward fold. So pressing your hands into your mat, stick your hips up to the sky, finding your forward fold. Let's just shake it out here. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, lion's breath, stick out your tongue. Let it go. One more of these. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stick out your tongue, let it go. Inhale, slowly stack your spine. Gently rise all the way up to standing. Float your hands. Exhale, step your left foot out. High lunge here. Stretching out your back leg. Take a big breath in. Exhale, tricep stretch. Bringing your hands back behind you, lifting up out of your heart. Exhale, slowly melt your hands down to your mat. Finding your hands and knees again. Wagging your tail, letting it go. Nice work. All right, go ahead and find a seat. You can kick your legs out in front of you, paddle your legs down. Take a deep breath in, float your arms up to the sky. Exhale, maybe find a forward fold. You can rest your hands wherever they fall, no pressure. It's not about how deeply you go, it's just about feeling your back release. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back up, crossing your ankles, take a big breath in. Float your hands to the sky, exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And roll all the way onto our backs. A little spinal twist. So you can bring your hands to your shins and slowly roll down for a core activation, or you can gently support yourself as you lay on down. Hug your knees into a chest, giving yourself a big squeeze if that feels good. Exhale, open up your arms into a T or goal post, bending at your elbows. Float your knees towards your right. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. You can gaze in the opposite direction if that feels good. Inhale, float your knees back to center. Exhale to your left. Gaze in over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hug your knees in. Now you can open up your knees wide for butterfly pose on your back, Supta Baddha Konasana, or maybe your legs go out long, whatever feels good for your meditation today. We're going to move into a little meditation with some singing bowls, helping you relax and wind down even further. So oftentimes when we practice meditation or we hear about meditation, we think of like someone sitting upright, cross-legged, back straight, really focused. It doesn't have to be that way. And this meditation is going to be much more playful. Oftentimes when we approach things too seriously, especially when it comes to personal development, we don't want to do it again, right? So the key here is just to bring a sense of curiosity, a little sense of playfulness today to our short meditation, so that maybe one day you repeat it. So take a deep breath into your belly, really fill yourself up like a balloon. Exhale, stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Take another deep breath into your belly, fill yourself up like a balloon. Horsey lips, let it go. this last breath, take a big breath in, fill up your belly. This time just sigh it out nice and loud. You can start to wiggle a little bit, just a couple of gentle movements. What that does is help tell your body, hey, it's time to relax. Slowly find stillness. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Today we're going to imagine, play pretend. So keeping your eyes closed, go ahead and transport yourself to your favorite place in nature. So that could be riding a magic carpet or hopping on an airplane, driving in a car, just levitating, floating up. Whatever gets you smiling. And as you arrive in your favorite place in nature, take a look around. Notice what you hear, what you smell, and you see. Really give yourself this permission to play, to create a magical world that you've stepped into. And in this space, go ahead and walk over to the sand or the dirt or the snow, whatever ground you have in front of you. Give yourself permission in this vision to get messy. Maybe that's making a sand castle or digging in the dirt, building a snowman, whatever it is for you. Give yourself permission to get creative, to get playful. Just allow whatever comes up for you, whatever emotions come up for you to happen. Go ahead and take a deep breath here in this space, in your mind and in your body. And sigh it out, let it go. You know that you can always come back to this space in nature. You can always come back here to get playful, to create in your mind's eye. But for now, we're going to return to our bodies. Go through a little progressive relaxation. Then with a sense of curiosity, a sense of playfulness, just to relax more deeply. So gently hop back on that airplane or magic carpet or whatever mode of transportation you took. Returning to your body. And as you settle back into your body, begin to notice how you feel lying on the ground, or maybe you're seated. Bring your focus to your feet. Go ahead and scrunch up all your toes, physically making them into little balls of tension. And then let them go. So as we create this tension and then release it, we encourage ourselves to relax even more deeply. So now bring your focus to your belly. You can crunch your abs, squeeze really tight, almost as if someone was going to poke you. Push, push, push. Exhale, let it go. Now bring your focus to your arms, many little fists, balling your arms up close to your body, flexing your muscles, and let it go. Inside out here. Last one, bring your focus to your face, scrunch everything up, make a little prune face, make it as angry as you possibly can. And exhale, release. Fluttering your lips, let it go. And take one full belly breath in, filling your entire being up to the crown of your head. Exhale, lion's breath. And take a moment here just to acknowledge your body, how you feel now as opposed to the start of our yoga practice. Maybe take a little stretch if that feels good. Reaching your arms overhead. And exhale, slowly make your way back to the seat. Just taking one more moment, maybe keeping your eyes closed, pancaking your hands over your heart center just to connect with this sense of playfulness and joy and relaxation. Honoring yourself, honoring your body. Exhale, letting it go. Thank you. Namaste.